Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on all of the capital ships in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and you might be asking, but Alfie, I thought you ranked the capital ships a few weeks ago. Shut up. I'm sorry guys, don't leave. Well, today we're going to be going over the stats of the capital ships, how much caliber bricks and stuff they have, and stuff that I did last week. As a kind of ranking video. I ranked the planets again, but you know, just not like opinion based, but you know, statistics based. You know, the one with the most caliber bricks, the one with the least caliber bricks, or no, sorry, collectible. But today we're going to be talking about all the capital ships and how much collectibles they each have, and I'm going to be throwing in a few extra ones that aren't explorable capital ships in the game. But you know, there's just a few hidden ones in there that the game keeps a secret from you. Okay, so I'm going to be exposing the game right now. Let's do this. So first we have the Death Star on this list, and we're not actually ranking them at first. I just want to go through all the capital ships straight off the bat, and of course show off all the stats and all that, and maybe we'll rank them at the end of the video. So the Death Star has 23 collectibles altogether, has 7 caliber bricks in the open world and 1 character in the open world. I think the Death Star is the only capital ship, to have a character to be unlocked. I'm pretty sure that everything else just has caliber bricks for you to collect. Of course, it wasn't really possible in the new capital ships added after the launch, because they didn't have any new characters to add to the game and all that, so there couldn't really be new characters there, could there? You know, there couldn't be characters in those new capital ships. So along with that 8 collectibles in the open world, there are also 10 mini kits in the 2 levels you play on the Death Star, and the stay on target level, which is outside the Death Star. I'll still count that. So that's 23 unlockables altogether. So, next up we're going to cover the Death Star 2. This has 12 unlockables altogether. 7 of them are in the open world. No characters here, just 7 caliber bricks. And of course there's a level in the Emperor's Throne Room that has 5 mini-kits like every other level. So, there's going to be some 5 mini-kits to be added to the collection. 12 unlockables altogether. Okay, so next up we have the Executor that has 8 collectibles, pretty simple, 8 caliber bricks in the ship, which looks a lot like the 2 Death Stars, by the way. Like seriously, like if I was just showing you like would you even know it was the Executor if I didn't tell you it was the Executor? Would you think it was one of the Death Stars, or maybe Death Star 2? I'm just asking because they look pretty similar. And next up we have the Lugo Hulk, as it's called in this game, I think. The Trade Fighters Battleship, pretty simple name. This also was 8 collectibles that you see in the upper world, no levels here, so it's pretty simple, just not much caliber bricks. Okay, and the Steadfast has the most collectibles out of the 3 normal capital ships you just encounter in the game that were released at launch. So of course this isn't including the Death Star and the Death Star 2, which both have levels. So 9 caliber bricks, and so 9 collectibles overall, and the bloody sequel ship. And we also have the Venator. We're going to get into the DLC capital ships now. The 4 capital ships that are added to the game by DLC. This also has 8 caliber bricks, so 8 collectibles overall, like most of the other ones. And we also have the other prequel ship that's added into the game via DLC is the Invisible Hand. Now this has the most caliber bricks out of all of the regular capital ships, and you're not including the Death Star or the Death Star 2. Because of course it has the level at the beginning of episode 3, so that adds 5 collectibles onto the already 7 that it had. So that's 12 collectibles overall, okay, and it's kind of weird because I think this is probably the smallest capital ship. That's why in the open world it only has like 7, which is 1 less than the average. But it also has a level, okay, and I'm pretty sure you didn't know this, but it actually, the level and the open world ship in the game, they're both slightly different, like a few little differences. You know, there's the hangar in the open world. There's a bit of an extra part of the hallway in the level that's not really here in the open world for some reason. Why can't they just have the complete version in the open world? Can that be good? Whatever, it's nice to know that there's a few little differences. I don't know, it's interesting to me. Next up we have the home one. This has 10 collectibles, so 10 caliber bricks. Although not as much as the Invisible Hand, because it has a level, whatever, it still has a lot, okay? Yeah, the hangar in this thing is basically bigger than the whole rest of the area. That's just absolutely insane. What the hell is this thing? The hangar is, I think, the biggest hangar in any of the capital ships of the game. It is absolutely huge, but it's not bigger than everything else combined. Well, I mean, surface area, yeah, but there's two layers of everything else. Okay, there's an upstairs and downstairs. Okay, and there's also kind of the bridge, which is also connected to the meeting room that they all have in episode 6. So, and that's cool. And next up, we have the final capital ship that I will be talking about here that is like properly in the game, as far as I know. Yeah, yeah. And it's probably the most generic capital ship out of them all. The full Minitrix, that has 9 collectibles. Really, you couldn't have given like the Venator an extra collectible, like an extra bit of an area, and just like focus less on the full Minitrix. Whatever. Next, we're going to be focusing on the ones that are not fully explorable in the game, but still have some levels about them and stuff. So next up is the Supremacy. Now you cannot explore this around the game, but I thought the corridors here are actually really cool in this ship. They actually look kind of nice, and they're kind of implemented into the full Minitrix and steadfast a little bit. The corridors here, so they're not these assets aren't completely wasted. But why not just instead of adding the full Minitrix as a capital ship, why not just add the Supremacy? Like, why not? You're able to explore it in the story. Like, wouldn't it just be just a much better idea to use these assets again? Again, you could focus less on doing and making a new capital ship of the familiar tricks and just focus more on some of the other ones, like maybe the Invisible Hand and the Supremacy, or not the Supremacy, but the Venator. Come on. There's no Kyber in the open world, unfortunately, because you can't not revisit it, so it'd be impossible to get a game 100% complete if you just don't realize that you can't revisit it. But there are 2 pretty cool levels here, and thankfully at the first half of the No Snow Fire level, you can actually walk through the ship, so actually that's kind of cool. And of course the Soak boss fight is also in that level, and the Phasma boss fight is a level here as well, so that's 10 collectibles altogether. Next up is the Finalizer, which is the name of the ship. Okay, yeah. It is pretty similar to a lot of the other ships, to be honest. Just kind of, like the full Minitrix and Steadfast, but it kind of feels like that. Basically, you explore the ship in a level, and it's kind of the size of a capital ship. That's the hangar, so I mean that's sorted, and there's a lot of other places the capital ship. So I mean, they could have turned this into an explorable capital ship if they wanted, but to be honest, I don't really care. That's not, because it's in the game. It's at a full level. Like there's not really that much complaining to do about it. So yeah, I just thought it would be kind of just cool to add it in here, because it technically is a capital ship in the game, just not an explorable one. Okay, at all, really. just a level here, first order of business, where you escape the thing. But I mean, then again, they added the Invisible Hand in the game, even though that was the first level of episode 3, so, they could have done the same thing here. Next up is the Resistance Cruiser, which is the final one that I'm going to be talking about here. But yeah, the Resistance Cruiser, there's no levels on the ship, so there was no collectibles, and yeah, you're not able to really explore it in the open world, even though it is a full capital ship. Literally, it's very similar to the home one, but I don't think it's the home one, is it? To be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised if this was just a reskin of the home one by the look of it. I mean, it's not the home one. There are some differences to it, okay? I can see the hangar is not the home one. It is a bit different. But the hallways look a lot like the home one, but then again, you could just say that about basically the Death Star and the Death Star 2 and the full Minitrix and the Steadfast and the Executor. They all kind of look the same in a way, like with all the kind of darkish kind of hallways. So the home one is kind of more unique, because this isn't really a full capital ship. Whatever. I mean, it should be in the game, but I mean, we have the home one. I really don't feel like complaining. I mean, whatever. This really doesn't matter, okay? And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I was just gonna go over all the collectibles and stuff, and yeah. But actually, wait, no, we're not done completely yet. Okay, I just want to share with you the complete ranking of all these capital ships and collectibles wise. Okay, here's all the capital ships stats. The rankings of them all, I guess. Death Star with 23 collectibles, Death Star 2 with 12 collectibles, and the Invisible Hand 12 collectibles as well. And then Home 1 and Supremacy with 10 collectibles. Steadfast, Full Minitrix, them both with 9 collectibles for some bloody reason. The Venator, Luga Hulk, Executor, and the Venator, Luga Hulk, and Executor, all 3 of them have 8 collectibles. And then the Finalizer with 5 collectibles, and I guess number 12, I didn't put it in here, was the Resistance Cruiser with 0 collectibles. And last, I just want to say that I mapped out like how much collectibles that each era would have. I think I put like everything from all the levels and all the planets from those eras and stuff like that. And I don't think it's 100% accurate. So don't just I wouldn't really trust this because I probably would have messed up along the way. But apparently the prequels have 467 collectibles, the originals have 411 collectibles, and the sequels with 474 collectibles. But I wouldn't trust that because I thought the originals had a lot more collectibles in them, and it's a bit weird. I thought the prequels going to win, honestly, but then the sequels kind of came last minute with a few extra capital ships. Stupid sequels. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.